Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Status Bro Show. I am your host, Kevin Ebling, joined with my cohorts, as always. This is, Corey the Sharpshooter Vandersley.
Yeah. What's up, Internet?
Zach the Youngblood Lewis.
Did you get a glass just to... Really?
It was sitting in the sink. I was like, I gotta do something.
Hey, how's it going?
Man of sound effects.
Our producer, Melissa Goldberg, and we actually have a guest sitting in tonight. It's another chick, which is kind of weird. We hardly ever have chicks in here. Another hen in the rooster house, so to speak. This is Stacy. She can't say her real name. I made that up before the show. Why don't you go ahead and say hello?
Hello.
You gotta say it louder.
Yeah, you gotta speak up or move your chair closer.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
There you go. We got a lot of stuff for you tonight. That's total fucking bullshit. I have nothing planned for you guys tonight. I mean, last week I really brought it, right? We had a great show. How is everybody recovering from the tasing, by the way? How's your ass, Corey?
My ass is fine.
You still like the tasing?
Yeah, I'd do it again. Maybe not tonight, but I'm not opposed to it.
You're not opposed to it. Now, my question...
Maybe we ought to make it a yearly anniversary thing.
Why did you guys cockblock me with wanting to do Kyle's nut? That would have been great shit.
Dude, that's where the baby gravy is. That's genetic material.
For anyone who missed last week's installation, we all tased each other. Kyle did his ass and his nipple and was totally willing to put it on his nuts. And everybody put the kibosh on it. And I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. I don't understand why we're not doing this right now. I remember listening back to my own show and thinking, why am I not listening to this?
I think half of it is we don't all want to see Kyle's nuts.
Yeah, but the listeners don't have to see his nuts. You gotta take one for the team, Mel.
Mel?
Yeah, I'm gonna start calling Melissa Mel now.
Don't do that. I'll punch you in the crotch.
Really? I think it's funny.
Mel it is.
Alright.
Because that can make him infertile and shit. You've only got so much Pearl Jam. You know what I mean? I
don't think so. I'm pretty sure a taser is supposed to be considered less than lethal to any area of your body. I mean, it's not supposed to be something that... I actually looked it up, and I couldn't find anybody who's actually died from getting tased, except for people who already had a pre-existing heart condition.
I'm not saying he would die. I just guarantee his first kid's gonna have Down syndrome or some shit.
I don't want to ever do.
It was only one nut. You still got another.
I'm just. Of course, somebody was like, well, he's going to add a chromosome when he gets shocked. Like, no, you jackass. I don't know. He's going to be retarded like me. Fuck.
His swimmers aren't going to be Phelps material anymore.
That's right.
Gotcha.
Phelps material.
Come on, dude.
Before or after he smoked weed?
I don't know.
That's...
I don't know the science on that.
I don't either.
Not a man of math.
Stacey, are you a doctor?
No.
Damn it. Do you know... Nobody knows anything.
I think you could tase him in the dick and probably be fine.
Yeah, I think that.
I'm tasing him in a nut, though. I don't know.
I honestly would rather... I think it's less gross. I would rather have to see the taser on his nut than on his dick.
I'd feel safer with just popping out the tip and just tasing that.
Just the tip. Are you saying, Zach, that you
just
don't...
to see how I feel. Just
no.
I'm not really interested
Flaccid,
in seeing Zach's
semi, or hard.
seeing Kyle's junk anyway. So
that's the question, though: is what happens after he gets tased?
Zach, you're totally you don't want to cut up a video of Kyle's junk getting tased?
Okay, again, when you said it initially, I was like, "That's the greatest fucking idea I've ever heard in my life," and I thought, "Wait, no, I have to be responsible. I'm 21 years old."
And
now.
I felt the exact opposite reaction. I was like, "Oh my god, I feel that we have to be awesome."
Just saying, I don't want to drive.
Our show has to have a little dignity, Kevin.
I
just
how much dignity do we have left?
No, again, if it's like I said,
I'm talking about shitting my pants and
if we really can do it and it's safe, fuck it, let's tase him in the
blow
nads.
at Walmart.
Let's do it twice. Like, you should go to do it and just hold it fucking down. Just don't let go because that's funny, but
it's true.
That can genuinely fuck somebody up.
Look, what I'm really working on right now, what I really want to happen is to get that guy Loogie into the show.
You're really working on that?
Yeah, I really think we should.
Seriously, I want to fucking hear him in person.
I can't wait for you guys to
lives up to your representation.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Kevin. Are you going to let him in your apartment?
Yeah.
I feel like he's the kind of dude, he shakes his head and, just cocaine flies out of his hair.
Is he going to bring the bottles?
Good, I brought the bottle from the fish.
He's like the really dusty kid from Charlie Brown, except it's, just cocaine and other assorted drugs everyone walks around. That's how I imagine this motherfucker.
It's like the pigpen of cocaine.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you guys having any chicks on the show? Maybe I could get some snapper.
I feel like we're going to bring him in. He's going to be on the air for 10 minutes, and the cop's just going to kick down Kevin's door.
It might be. I might get raided.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to...
And that would be great radio.
I have to ask real quick, Corey, did you almost just shoot reds out of your nose?
Almost.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to switch to a discussion topic, or do you want to keep talking about Loogie? People love to hear about Loogie for some reason, man.
Do you have another really good Loogie story?
I don't know who loves to hear
I have a
about
million
this
Loogie
guy.
stories, but I'm going to have to think about it, because I don't have one off the top of my head, but I'll prepare one for next week.
Okay, well, drop us in a discussion topic and think about it.
Let's talk about sex when a girl's on her period.
What about it?
Silence.
Why don't we have our guest weigh in on this?
Isn't that what blowjobs are for?
Oh!
Is there? Well, I mean, except for Corey. Zach, come on. Every dude's got their Red Wings at one time.
Yep.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh my god, I have a really hilarious story that goes with this. But
Awesome.
And do you have your...
Well, I don't have a Red Wing story. I just wanted to talk about it. So if you want to,
Okay, so
jump in here.
the guy I hit with my car at one point in the.
It seems like every story comes back to this fucking guy.
You might as well
Swear
just
to God.
say the guy, because to us it's
Yeah, yeah,
indistinguishable.
Yeah, but
Say
not
the
necessarily.
guy. We know who you're talking about. At this
Not
point.
necessarily.
This dude, yeah.
So anyway, at some point in the interim between when we dated and afterwards.
And he had blonde hair and you bit him during zombie tag?
No.
Different occasion.
Sorry.
Was this the guy on the houseboat?
My
No.
mistake.
The guy in the semi?
What's semi?
The pickup? No, fuck.
Is this the guy with gray pubes?
The
Was he a
car.
trucker?
I remember. The guy you hit with your car, right.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, moving on. At some point in the. He was dating this guy, or dating this girl. Sorry, dating
That
this
kind
girl.
of guy.
And
That
she
kind of
moved
guy.
into the
Oh,
garage.
so it's the guy that banged the other guys.
No.
I remember that guy.
And so apparently
adventurous.
she
That guy
moved
was
into
funny.
she moved into the garage that he lived in at his sister's house, and at some point he was going down on her and apparently didn't realize that she was on her period, which doesn't make any sense to me because how can you not taste that shit? But whatever. And he
I
woke
can't believe I'm actually grossed out for once. I never get grossed out of this
And he
show.
told-
That really
It's
grossed
got
me
that
out.
copper taste.
He told-
I feel like I can taste metal.
Well, he woke up in the morning with it still on his face because he didn't know.
Oh my god, when did I become a vampire?
You look like Cannibal Hugh Grant from Cloud Atlas.
Anyway, so after that, he told me I shouldn't ever tell anybody that story, but I told my manager, who's my best
now
friend.
You told the entire internet.
Yeah, but nobody knows who he is. Anyway, I told my manager, who's my best friend at work, and every day after that, she called him Ronald, like Ronald McDonald, because he has the red
Nice.
around his
Kind of
mouth.
mask.
Yeah, it's like
And
a
he-
zombie.
And he never had any idea why. It was.
Have you ever
That's
had
the first thing that popped into my head was like Walking Dead, after like a zombie ripped into somebody and they got like the blood all around their mouth. God, this whole discussion is disgusting.
Have you ever had that experience? Have you ever
gone down on a
girl?
chick while she was on the rag?
Yeah.
No,
I never
that's
have.
happened to me. Dude.
Never.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
disgusting.
if some girl lets you do that and doesn't tell you.
Well, see, that's the thing. What girl would let you do that?
Well, when you're with a girl, I think, for the most part, if you're in like a somewhat long-term, consistent relationship and you kind of work out those parameters, I think if you're going to do it, the best way to go is to shower most of the time.
Yeah, that's.
Fair enough.
I mean, because you're going to get dirty, but then you can get clean immediately. Now, don't get me wrong. In my past, I've been a pretty dirty guy. That's not to say that I haven't just done it anyway outside of the shower. I definitely have.
No, yeah,
I actually have one pretty good story
Okay,
that was
now,
about
do
blood,
you go
but it wasn't
sleeveless?
period blood. Do what?
Do you go sleeveless?
I always go sleeveless.
Every time.
Gross.
Let's be decent, men. All right.
Look, Melissa, condoms are for schmucks, all right? Let's
Yeah,
just
but-
move past it.
Raw
Yeah,
dogs
but
for
if-
winners.
Condoms are for morons.
Raw dog is for winners.
Condoms are for pussies.
Condoms are for.
But this one time I actually fucked up my friend's car, and it wasn't even a period blood thing. I just started I just started banging this girl. This is not to sound crude.
You said fucked up your friend's car. I'm like, how the fuck is this possible?
I will explain to you. And I know it's a bizarre circumstance, and I just started.
It was everywhere.
I don't want to sound shit. I just started courting this girl. We'll say that instead of banging. No, I'm kidding. I meant to say fucking. Anyways. We had just started. This one night we went to this house party, and I guess she shaved her legs like before, but did it in a real big hurry, and like got cuts on both of her knees. Like I guess the knee is a hard area to shave. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're at this house party, and there's nowhere really to bang at the house party without people knowing. So we were kind of being sneaky at this point. I was like 17. This was a really long time ago. No, I'm lying. I was a little bit older. But so I asked Kyle, the guy who's always fucking in here, the guy who got tased in the tit. I was like, dude, can you give me your keys? Like, I want to go bang in your car. And he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. And so he gave me his keys.
What a bro.
I'd be that amenable to people just like, hey, can I bang in your car? I'd be like, no!
Oh, actually, it's funny. The events leading up to it, I had told Kyle he was going to the gas station to get beer. And I was like, dude, will you buy me condoms? because I might, bang this chick tonight or something. He was like, yeah, whatever. So he did it. He bought me condoms and then let me use his car. I mean, what a guy, right?
What a guy.
Buy your own condoms?
I think I gave him money. I paid out of him. He may have even bought my condoms.
Wait,
What a stand-up guy.
I love you, bro. Anyways, we decided to bang
raw
his...
dog.
Okay, well, this was way back. This is before I had to stay up. And plus, I was joking about that. Of course, everyone should practice safe sex if you're a faggot. No, I'm kidding. Everybody... I got sidetracked here. I'm kidding. There's nothing wrong with using a condom. I was just joking.
We are kidders, guys.
Seriously, it's dumb. You gotta be really careful these days with who you're messing around with. You never know. Anyways... So I'm banging this chick in the car, and she's on top, so it's like straddling. And then, we finish it and go back to the party, and everything's cool. And then the next day, Kyle comes over to my house, like my parents' house, and he's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you got blood all over the inside of my, like, cloth seats in the back. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. That's, like, impossible. So I walk out, look at the car, and sure enough, there's, like, this, like, huge, like, circular blood spots exactly, like, where the knees were. You know what I mean? Like, from the chick being on top.
I was hoping there was, like, a bloody ass print on the seat or something.
But seriously, I felt like Pulp Fiction after they shoot Jimmy in the face. I'm like, I don't know how to clean the back of your car.
I thought they shot Marvin in the face.
What did I say?
Jimmy.
You're right. Jimmy is the name of Tarantino's character, whose house they go to.
Right, yeah.
You're right. Thank you, Zach, asshole. Anyway,
I'm here for you, bro.
One of my buddies, I was like, do you know how to get blood like that stuff? And he's like, yeah, use hydrogen peroxide. And so I went to my parents' pantry and got hydrogen peroxide, scrubbed it out, came out no problem. All's well that ends
That's
well.
fucking... was Loogie the one who was like, yeah, use hydrogen
Dude,
peroxide?
you gotta use the peroxide.
It sounds like something you would smoke.
The hydrogen peroxide.
Wait, isn't that what they used in Boondock Saints?
Is it?
Hydrogen peroxide?
You're the Boondock Saints expert.
Yeah, they used peroxide.
Well, it worked. Came out, no problem.
I used peroxide to dye my hair once.
Stacy, welcome to the Status Bro Show, by the way. This is what we do. Zach, why don't you tell us a little something about one of your personal experiences here? Even though I completely skirted it, me.
I don't think I have anything.
Well, you never did that?
What, sex in a car?
No, the period.
Oh, yeah, I have. It's pretty uneventful.
Yeah.
You guys are... I mean, unless you have a cool story to go with it.
You always feel gross afterwards.
Yeah.
There was only probably once or twice in my whole life.
You just gotta take a shower like
was,
immediately after.
I hear some guys say that it's like the best kind of sex or whatever. Is that true for you guys?
That sounds so grotesque. I can't even
is
fathom what you're talking about. That's
I've heard guys say it's tighter.
I've heard it's like you're looking at a sword at the end of the battle, just seeing the blood everywhere.
Exactly. That only like once or twice happened to me. Where it looked like
a
my
sword
cock,
at the end of the battle.
like my cock stabbed someone.
Like your cock had stabbed someone.
Exactly.
I don't get it, but
Nobody wants
Pretty
that.
great imagery there.
Yeah. So why don't we move over to our guests, if you want to lean a little closer into the mic here. And why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves, DC? Whatever you can tell us, anyway.
Well, I can't say I've ever had sex while I was on my period because I have more class than that, and that's what anal is for, by the way.
Just kidding.
classy.
Whoa,
We need to come back to that.
You're right. Only the classiest do anal.
That's right.
They do.
By means of contraceptive.
It's like the Dom Perignon of period alternatives.
Kevin, you're a special kind of man.
I find your turn of phrase I've never heard.
So, you got
That's a catchphrase for a poster.
No? How's your sex life?
Pretty great.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well,
When was the last time you got laid?
Oh, we were discussing this on the way
On the way
up.
up the stairs.
Did Melissa tell you that I might ask this?
Yes, she did.
Oh, okay.
I think
Unpredictable.
about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
The question is, the viewers want to know, are you single?
Yes.
Nice.
Happily single for the last 3 years.
Happily single.
Oh. You know, I'm actually newly single myself. Not that I'm trying to bang you or something. Anyways, I would describe you physically, except I the way that Corey and them told me is like exactly the opposite of what I expected for
We're
our
explaining
listeners.
someone who's going to come on that's completely different than how she is.
Yes, I saw someone who was short and
how
had
did-
blonde hair. I would say you're
You
like
said-
roughly
No,
5'5",
that's
dark hair.
a girl I work with. No, that's not. No.
No, you're saying that's who's coming on.
No, she's the girl who volunteered to be in our shorts over the summer.
That's gonna happen. a lot.
Okay.
Totally, entirely different person.
Okay.
Their names don't even start with the same letter.
So this dude you
I
hooked
just
up
remember
with.
you describing
Hey,
someone
come
who
on!
was working.
I'm trying to get into something here. We're trying to get onto a sex story.
My
Please,
bad,
guys, back
continue.
off. Relax. You're not even sitting down, Corey.
I'm not trying to harsh your buzz, man. Let's keep going.
So is this a dude you like, or is this something that like clicked? You know, one of those type of situations.
I guess. My friend texted me one morning. Well, it was like 1 a.m. She's like, hey, do you want me to hook you up with a
Booty call
semi-hot
hours.
guy that works for the ticket? And I was like, sure, why not? And she sent me a picture. And there are 2 guys in the picture. Good-looking white guy and just a massive hulking black guy. I was like, wait, like, which one are you trying to set me up with here?
It's
like,
a surprise.
Did you end up with the black guy?
No, I didn't. It was
Okay.
the white guy.
Just had to ask. And you never once had sex when you were on your period?
No.
No? Did you ever have a boyfriend for like a really long time?
Most of you consider 6 months a long time.
I would consider it long enough to where that would have come up. But, you know, there's what?
Longer than any
There's
relationship
what?
I've
Only
had.
potentially 6 opportunities for that to have happened,
Yeah.
correct? Unless, I don't know how it works, you know, it's like a Rubik's Cube to me, but chicks with fucking birth control and shit, you can like skip periods and like put them off and then like 12 happen at once and then it doesn't happen for like a year and I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know the rules of the, you know.
We need to come back to that.
Yeah, that's on. I think that's on.
That's
on.
a topic.
Yeah, I think that's on Corey's
The
list
Rubik's Cube.
today.
The Rubik's Cube?
A period.
All right, well, you know what? This is the point in the show. We're about a quarter through, and I'm not feeling so hot tonight. You know, a lot of shit's going on, and I just want to shotgun a beer to calm the nerves. So why don't we start off? Corey, you had some good topics. Why don't you do one? I'm going to shotgun a beer real quick. Zach, you want to do them?
Yeah, I'll join you.
All right. I kind of like this. I figure this is an aspect of the show that I particularly enjoy, that it's so informal that I'll just get up in the middle as the host and shotgun a beer because I want the audience to legitimately feel like they're just hanging out drinking with us.
So yeah, y'all hold.
It is like hanging out with
Y'all
folks.
hold. We'll drink.
That's fair, yeah.
But I mean, think about it. What, we
They
got,
can all go
5
shot-
fucking people here? I mean,
Well,
we
they can
keep
all
the
go.
show
They can
going.
all go shotgun beers. Well, Kevin goes to shotgun a beer if they're not actually interested in listening to us talk.
So y'all take a break too. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah. Just put the Corey, what were some of your topics? You had something I wanted to hit on.
Okay. One of the questions that I started asking myself the other week, it was brought up by a friend of mine, is can you force a belch? I know a bunch of people that just they can't do it unless it just naturally happens.
Do you mean just like a little burp, like sucking air, like that kind of thing?
Yeah, there are a lot of people I know that like can't like suck in air into their stomach and then force it back
Yeah, I
into a
can do
belch.
it.
I can do it.
Can you, Stacey?
I don't think I've ever tried.
Really?
I
Do you want to try right now?
That's all I got.
It's really easy. You like
takes
inhale
pra- it
without
takes
inhaling
practice.
almost. It's like
Just you swallow air, yeah.
yeah.
It's weird. Like most of my friends can't do it. So either my friends are weird or we're a weird group here.
Zach's mom has extensive experience swallowing. If you'd like to talk to her about this.
All right, I'll need her number.
What else? Nice.
Drunken adventures. I want to hear about some of our really good drunken
Who's got one?
adventures.
Because I want to go shotgun a beer. And I've talked about being fucked up enough on this show. So
I got nothing. So,
What?
it's cute for me
Zach,
to
never
go
say you
shotgun
have
beer.
nothing. If you have nothing, make something up.
I thought you said you didn't like me making shit up.
Did I say that?
No, actually, I thought you said you like me making shit up.
I did.
Yeah.
All right.
Did we have any good drunken experiences?
I don't know. On my last year of college, I lived with a gay guy and a model. So my life was essentially a sitcom.
Was
And
the model a chick or a dude?
It was a chick.
Nice.
Nice.
What was she like, Miss India?
Yeah, she
or-
was a Miss India something or other. I don't know. Gorgeous, fucking skinny, going to law school. You want to hate her, but you can't.
Are
And
there
so,
ever any adventures within the group there?
You ever have a lesbian experience?
That's what I'm trying to tiptoe around right there.
no,
I don't
because
tiptoe.
she only wanted to kiss 7 people in her entire life, and she wouldn't waste one on
That's
me.
the weirdest fucking thing
Yeah.
I've ever heard, by the way.
That is kind of odd. Off kilter.
And the gay guy was too busy sleeping with guys that looked like models, so I was just like,
do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do.
So we spent basically Wednesday through Sunday of every week just completely plastered.
You want to go one at a time?
So,
Yeah, let me sign me.
Good times.
yeah.
No, I know
I'm
what it's
trying to
called.
think of a
I'm
story in
not trying to go for time. I
particular.
just want to enjoy it.
Um,
Hey guys, cheers.
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 Pop it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have been a little bit fast with the counting.
Time, asshole.
I was not keeping digital time.
That's all right.
We'll start the stopwatch for Zach. If
There
he comes
was,
in under 4, then he beats Kevin.
There's one occasion that my parents actually are not privy to, because I think it happened while they were on vacation one time. But it was when I was going to school at UTA. I was hanging out with some friends that were in the communications department there, hanging out, drinking with them. This was also an occasion where my friends Trinity and Chelsea were hanging up in Iowa at Chelsea's family's place, and I was getting wine drunk on this particular occasion. Yeah, wine drunk is a special kind of drunk for me because I get travel-y.
It's like tequila drunk.
I want to go places when I'm wine drunk. So somehow, I ended up with my sober chaperone for the evenings. There was a couple of guys that were DDs or didn't want to get drunk or whatever. It's good to have those people around every now and then.
Yeah.
But somehow I ended up
I'm back, by the way.
at DFW Airport trying to get a flight to Iowa. Drunk off my ass. And they were like, A, we don't go direct to Iowa, and B, you're not getting on a plane in the condition you are. I was like, fuck you guys! We're fucking driving.
You can really be too drunk to get on a plane?
Apparently.
Huh.
But, I'm trying to remember how far we actually made it. Like, from Arlington, we might have... I don't remember if we got to Denton or if we got to Oklahoma City. I want to say it was just Denton that we got to. But I wake up the next morning in some dude's apartment up here. Yeah, it was definitely Denton. And I was kind of like, where the fuck am I? You ever just had those occasions where you wake up and it's just like, where am I?
Dude,
what the hell happened last
when you
night?
wake up, well, I mean, excluding like the blackout scenario. That happens to me
Yeah,
almost
that's it.
every time I travel, though. Like when I wake up and I'm in a different room, at first I'm like, oh my god, where the fuck am I?
That's just it. I'm the king at doing this. I will black out every time I try and get drunk, it feels like. So I just wake up, I have no idea what happened last night. I'm thinking I'm maybe...
That's what happened.
Did you
Handful of
black
times.
out on that steel reserve there, Corey?
No.
Hey,
no.
Corey, mind if I have my seat back?
Okay.
You ready, Zach?
Yeah, cheers.
Hey, you know what? After
Cheers.
the break, I'll fucking say it. Cheers, Zach!
Cheers. 1, 2, 3.
God damn, Zach's got
3.5.
skills, man.
That's what I was...
Getting faster.
He is my protege. He's getting better and better every week.
Yeah, what I was getting at the story there is like I had a good drunken occasion where I got driven to Denton while I was blacked out.
I like it.
I have to
Thank
say,
you, Corey, for picking up my slack while I had to shotgun a beer during the middle of the I really do
I
appreciate that.
did throw up in my old roommate's car once. Just like projectile vomited all over the dashboard.
Okay, who has a
Projectile.
fucking Zach? I keep forgetting you never get wasted. So everybody's throwing up in a car, right?
No.
Yeah,
I
and then
was just
she-
trying to
well,
roll
well,
down the
and then
window
she-
and explode.
Well, I didn't know it was coming, so I was just like sitting there and I'm like leaned back
That's
and
how
I
it happens.
had my eyes closed because if I'm in a car and I'm drunk, if I look at the streetlights, they'll make me throw up every time.
Yeah.
And I opened my eyes for a split second and then just like projectile vomited right onto the glove box.
Gotta keep
And
your
then-
eyes on something stationary.
Well, and then I pulled my jacket up and just started throwing up in the sleeves of my jacket so I didn't mess up her car more.
I feel like as disgusting as it is, the projectile vomit is a thing of beauty.
And I feel like at that point the damage was already done. You
Well,
probably
and
could've
so
just
she
kept
pulls
going.
She pulls over and cracks, and I get the passenger door open, and we had to pull over, and I was throwing up on the side of 35. She's like, "Do you want me to hold your hair?" I was like, "No, I think I'll be okay."
You ever just attempted to like throw up while doing like 60 down the highway? As in,
As in
Kyle's case.
Kyle and my friend who shall not be named fucking car, you pussy, had me edit out your name, you fruit. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. It's cool. I respect
That
everyone's anonymity.
That was
anonymity.
bullshit, dude.
Whatever the
But-
On the air, I was like, we're not editing his name out. Fuck him. I don't give a shit. And sure enough.
Yeah, as
I
you're
sound
saying
like a
that, it's like
jackass, yeah.
some of your sentence was being
As you're saying,
The beat goes over me fucking saying that. Like, fuck him. We're not editing his name out.
What was my
He's your
sister?
friend, he has to
My
be
sister was
responsible.
sitting at a stoplight. And we're sitting in the car. She goes, "Hey, take the wheel." And I was like, "What?" She goes, "Take the wheel." She's like manually rolling down her window in her Geo, and she's like, "I need you to take the wheel." And then I grab the wheel. The light turns green. She hits the gas pedal and just sticks her head out the window and starts throwing up,
Yeah, she does.
like projectile
Well, still
vomiting
driving.
onto the car next to
When you
her.
projectile vomit, you ever feel like Reagan from The Exorcist?
Oh, dude, all the time.
Every time. I feel like right before I do it, she'll be like, your mother sucks. Blah,
I feel like I'm
that's
serious,
why I
like
say that it's a
virgin,
thing of
dude.
beauty.
Yeah.
I don't recall any occasion that I've actually like projectile vomited.
Never?
Where there's
Oh,
been
I
enough like,
definitely did.
velocity to it that I've even flinging across the room.
The Christmas morning icy.
I've done it in the toilet. I've done it in the toilet, and it's funny because like it's never just one heave, but like I have to even acknowledge it, that the fact that it happened. Like I'm like, "Bah!" I'm like, wow, that was impressive. Bah! Like then another one comes out.
Speaking of that, have I asked if y'all scream vomit? ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I've gotten to a point where I don't even have to heave. Like my 21st birthday party, I got home and just opened the lid on the trash can and opened my mouth and just let it go. Like I knew it was coming.
Whoa.
So
Yeah, I know my one buddy puked in a hamper of clothes once because he thought it was fucking gas.
Clean or dirty?
dirty,
Nice.
thankfully. But that
At least
same
it was
buddy,
clean
actually,
anyways.
funny enough, also once took a piss into a basket of clean laundry. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Same basket.
We should get that guy on the show. If you're listening, you know who you are.
How about
From now on, if you're Kevin's friends and he says your name on the show, fuck you, you're out, dude. I don't know what to say.
Dude,
you're Kevin's fucking friend. You know what you got into.
I'm disappointed with last week's name drop that I did. I'm sorry that I did it, but I mean, come on, dude, lighten
You
up
better.
a little bit.
you better?
I had to delete that shit out and make my
I
show
can kind
seem
of
phony.
understand, given his profession, that we can't mention on the air.
Oh my god.
For the sanctity of
Please.
his profession, however.
I'm not gonna
The
ask.
odds anyone would ever hear that shit are
Yeah.
so remote.
What about does anybody get fighty when they're drunk? Anyone that, like,
Not me, dude. I'm happy as fuck when I'm drunk. You
I
guys should
did.
know that.
I got into a bar fight.
a
Studied
chick?
Nice.
No, with a guy. I studied abroad
Nice.
in Ireland, and it was our
Wait,
last.
a bar fight in Ireland?
Yes,
Oh yes!
How many people
That
died?
sounds cool.
all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
I was at a bar fight that last week, by the way. Don't let me forget to bring that up. Go.
But it was our last night
I
there.
didn't actually fight, but go ahead.
Oh.
And we we have to finish off all of our alcohol. So we had like 6 bottles of Jameson and maybe 3 bottles of Bailey's. So, a little drunk.
That is very Irish.
And then at the end of the night, this guy had been bothering our group the entire night, like trying to get with the girls, but they're like, get away. And so he.
Talk louder. Sorry. Nobody's going to hear you.
Trying to pantomime it into the mic.
So it's the end of the night, it's 3 a.m., bars are closing. It was like $5 shot, well, €5 shots all night. And this guy comes up to our group, one last chance, like try to get with the girls. And then he just decides to start insulting all of us. And so everyone gets pissed off. He grabs my wrist and I was like, hey, let go of me.
That's abrasive.
And he was like, what are you gonna do about it? So
break
I
your
started
fucking face.
exactly.
You
So
punched him in the face?
No, I kicked him first, so he'd let go. And
Where'd you
then
kick him?
In the shin.
Gotcha.
I started wailing
Not in the
on
junk?
his stomach. No,
Did you ever hit him in the junk?
no, just stomach.
That's a low blow.
Did you think about hitting him in the junk?
I did.
Yeah.
Have you ever hit anybody in the junk?
Yes.
Good answer.
Nice. Okay, so continue. Sorry.
So he ended up getting thrown out, and then we continued on our merry way.
How
Nice.
did I not know this story before now?
I don't know. I don't really go
You just
around
went up on like the badass level.
because my parents and my
Oh,
dad.
okay. Yep.
So
Yeah, seriously.
All right, wait.
That's badass.
You guys remember that
I'm insanely
guy?
attracted right now.
Corey and Melissa, you guys were here, dude, and I'm saying this fucking guy's name. I don't give a shit. Andrew, who was here last
We
week.
are not bleeping it out.
Andrew fucking Edgren, who was here last week hanging out with us. You guys
Yeah,
remember
who-
the
who-
fucking blonde guy who's also the
couldn't
guy
get
who...
who couldn't get his shit together and kept trying to get you to go out to Fry Street at like
When the
10
fuck was
o'clock.
he
Yeah, we
here?
did actually end up walking to the bar.
When we were editing the show,
It was
it was not a show day.
was that Friday night? I want to say it was
Ish.
Friday night.
Melissa,
It was
did you
Friday
come
night.
over?
It
the
was
show was
after
up
it was
Saturday.
after Corey and I had finished filming.
Yeah.
And I think you were still at work.
Yeah, I thought you were going to come over too. I
Yeah, I
thought
thought
everybody
we-
was coming, and then
And I thought you were at work.
Fuck.
Oh no,
I just
you were out
assumed
of
you were
town.
coming, and I was like, what?
That's
I don't
why.
know.
Yeah,
Fuck
it was the
you
weekend.
guys.
You'd gone to
You're-
Yeah,
Houston.
you're always gone on the
No
weekends, you
excuse.
fucker.
We invited you. I remember that.
No, if there had been an invite, I assure you ought to remember.
See, hey, you
Well,
can't
'cause we
blame me.
said we were gonna-
I didn't orchestrate
we
this
asked-
thing. I was
because
just like,
we
they
asked
said
if you
we're
were
going to all
cool
come
to
over,
shoot
and I
on
was like,
Friday.
Whatever, man. Fuck you all.
We Hey, we asked if you were good to shoot
I
on
stayed
Friday.
at home and cried and jacked off alone. It was
Cool.
awesome.
Do you usually jack off with other people?
that was it.
That's right.
That's a good
Do
question.
tears make good lubricant?
Ooh.
The salt helps. Shut the fuck up, stun gun.
Well, that guy-
Alright, tell me about your story.
Yeah, we ended up actually walking to the bar down there, and it's business as usual. We're hanging out. We get a couple of beers. We're standing there. Dude, this came out of nowhere. There's a lot of...
Fuck balls?
I'm gonna know where... No, not Vatos. I'm gonna know where racist, but there's a lot of African-American people who are hanging out there.
Why are you gonna erase that?
Do I?
What?
I just said I'm not trying to
He's
be
not
like
trying to be
racial.
racist.
Oh, I thought you said I'm
just-
going to erase this. No, you're
No,
fucking
no,
not.
no. I'm just describing the scene for you, like, which was weird. Felt a little bit out of place, but it's like right down the street and it's easy to walk to. And when we come in, the place is totally packed, so there's nowhere at the bar and there's not a table.
Did you say
But-
this one on Fry Street?
No, this was right down off Teasley,
Okay.
right in walking distance from
Like
my apartment.
Viddies or
Okay.
whatever?
That's exactly where it was.
Shout
So
out.
if you walk into the right, there's like a counter right there, and there's a place where that's where we posted up to set drinks, right by the entrance, since the whole place was packed. And we're standing there, and there's some guys playing pool in front of us, and everything seems normal. And all of a sudden, these dudes totally break out into this hardcore fight, man, like fist punching, going absolutely nuts, rolling over a pool table, like falling onto the ground.
What about-
And we're like, holy shit! And AJ actually, yeah, that's right, dude. I'm gonna call you out for this. He like immediately like jumps back and runs over like by the jukebox, and I'm still like just standing there watching, like, because I think I was almost just kind of in awe, like I can't believe this is really happening. And some other like skinny like white guy who was standing over there by the pool tables runs over and tries to help, and is pulling one of the people off, like one of the guys, and he pulls the guy off, and the guy's like, all right, I'm good. And then the guy who just pulled him off, the guy trying to help, the guy who just got up grabs a pool cue and cracks him over the head, dude. I mean, it was like, wow. Like, I heard the pool cue, and I was like, oh, my God. Once I heard the pool cue crack, that's when I was like, all right, I'm going to back away now, too, dude. That's when I moved back behind
Pool cues in
the
a
pool table.
Bottles broken? This is sounding really Hollywood.
No bottles broken, but, man, it was nuts how all this was going on, and then there's a bouncer runs over to help, and this bouncer is, like, the biggest beanpole I've ever seen, dude. The guy's, like, 6'5", thinner than me, dude. Just total fucking string bean.
So
he comes over, and he's breaking up the fight, and, like, not 2 seconds later, the fucking cops are there. But still, AJ and I are like, wow, dude, we were literally like 2 feet from this happening right in front of us. Like,
So-
what the fuck?
I like how the bouncers
bouncers-
the pool cue to come to break things up.
Dude, I can't believe how long it took before somebody intervened. Like, they were wrestling around for a long time, and that guy cracks the dude over the head with broke the pool cue.
That's assault with a weapon. So at that point, it stops being a fight and starts being,
God, I wonder if
menacing.
Well, when we finally left,
but-
there were multiple dudes being, in cop cars.
I wonder which end of the pool cue was
Multiple
holding it.
nudes.
It would suck to get the heavy end. I mean,
No,
suck
it
either
was
way,
definitely
but-
the skinny end. Because the guy like got up and acted like he was like calm down, like it's cool, and then he goes grabs the cue and cracks that other dude over the head. I couldn't believe it.
But
You good? You good? Crack!
Yeah,
the bouncers at the club that I go to, that one of my friends works at, like, you start off being like an enforcer or whatever, and they give you a little tiny pen light and a walkie-talkie. Like, that's what you get.
I didn't think bouncers got anything. I thought you were just supposed to look physically threatening.
Well, that's the thing is, like, if
You're
there's
not
a
a security
fight, if
guard,
there's like a fight
security guards get a
on the
flashlight.
dance floor or
Maybe even a
whatever,
taser.
these guys get like little itty bitty pen lights and stuff, like, and they have to go out there and break it up, and then
Yeah, I don't think they use the
after
pen lights
midnight.
to break it up, though. I think
After
they use
mid-
their physical prowess.
Well, after midnight though, like between 12:30.
I mean, I
and
never saw a
1.
guy get kicked out of a club with a guy with a flashlight in his face. Like, yeah! Like, pull him off.
Well, I know it does absolutely nothing, but
I'm gonna shove a
after
pen light up your ass.
It's always
After
a headlock
midnight-
gets you to stop.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly correct.
after midnight, I believe after the drag show lets out, they get like 4 cops in tactical gear to come in and bounce the club. Like,
I can see that. A couple of rent-a-cops.
I can just imagine.
not
Kevin-
rent-a-cops. I'm talking like Dallas cops in tactical gear.
Well, yeah, but if they're
Dallas
Dallas
cops
cops,
in SWAT
there's no
gear.
way that that's like their actual duty to go and do that. If they're there, it means they were paid to do it.
But it's
That means
off-duty.
they're rent-a-cops.
It's off-duty police work, though.
That's what rent-a-cops are.
I can just
That's
imagine.
where the term rent-a-cop comes
I
from.
just imagine you like standing in that bar when the spy breaks out, like holding your Miller High Life, like, hey, look at these assholes.
Dude, that's so funny that you mentioned that. I was holding a glass of Miller High Life when it all happened.
I could have guessed
That's
that.
because I could have too.
It was cheap.
It's always
true.
cheap.
I'm a cheap guy. I'm a cheap
is
date.
cheap, you're
It is
right.
for- All right, look, guys, we're at 33 minutes. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We have tons of stuff coming up. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to The Status Bro Show. You're listening to The Status Bro. All right, everyone, welcome back to the Status Bro Show. We had a very productive break. Not really.
Bless
Just sitting
you.
here. I'm sitting. Corey's standing. My co-host, along with my other co-host, Zach
Don't switch. I feel
Lewis.
bad.
I don't care. I like to stand.
Okay.
I'm sitting down way
Melissa.
too much during the day. I'm a bum.
Stacy, our guest, and I know I've been doing this a lot lately, but I think it's a good bit, and I want to do bizarre foods. If you guys are open to the concept,
Always.
you're open to the idea of eating something weird? Now, I have to warn you, this particular item didn't come with nutritional facts or anything, which makes me a little
Well,
hesitant.
like the
Interesting.
peppers. They
Do
give
what?
Nutritional facts. Shit, you didn't even know what they were called.
Yeah, he didn't
That's a
even
good
know
point.
what
Well,
kind of peppers they
that
were.
was produce.
Yeah.
It was produce.
This isn't produce.
I gotta quit incorporating bro into anything that has that consonant in it.
We're
But-
trademarking, damn it.
yeah, you're right. Actually, Corey, since you're standing up, do you mind grabbing the food?
Where is it?
To your left, right there in the cabinet. Yep, look up at the very top. There should be something in a bag there. Oh, you turn the light. Yeah. Nope, those are croutons. Something stranger looking. Oh, thanks, dude. That's way better. Why did we not have that light on earlier?
It's not these pretzel chips.
No, those are not
I
bizarre.
see the peppers. I don't see what the fuck you're talking
God
about.
damn it! Hold on.
Sorry. It's not. What?
All right, these are whole dried shrimp, and you know what? Maybe it's not that bizarre, but they look fucking disgusting, dude.
Bring it on.
Shit.
You guys want to do
They
this?
still have their eyes.
Now, our guest Stacy
Bring it on.
mentioned that she would be open to perhaps trying a bizarre food. Is that still something that interests you?
Yeah.
Cool. Corey, you want to take my
Photo
seat? You
op.
can stand up for a long time.
Photo
and
op.
I'll arrange this. Cool.
Sure.
Photo up, Kevin.
Do I?
Hold the shrimp. Turn it so we can see the package.
Does the front say El Gordo? Doesn't that mean like fat?
I don't know.
Spanish?
I would
fat
think
one.
shrimp are a pretty lean
Yeah,
snack.
shrimp are camarones.
I just like how
Yeah.
you get. I mean, I'm trying to describe it now. It's like when you get a cheap bag of candy, like from the gas station or something. How it comes with like a plastic bag with a little cardboard ribbon at the top. That's pretty much what it is, right?
Yeah.
I like how you can see the little eyeballs
kind
on
of.
there, though. But yeah, they're
Are they
basically
flavored
just
shrimp?
full. I don't know. I don't even know what
Yeah,
the fuck
it's
they
like,
are.
when you gave us the crickets, they were sour cream and onion flavored. There's nothing on that.
There's
The
nothing.
entire label's in Spanish.
There's nothing to specify what the
Let me-
fuck. this is.
Everything
Let me
is
see,
in
let me see.
Espanol.
All right, I'm gonna get a couple of bowls because I know these things are gonna crackle up everywhere. Because it's like when
Is
Zach
this
was
cinnamon?
when Zach put into the crickets, he was like they exploded
Oh,
into
come
so many parts.
Oh,
And I feel
They
like
smell
buy
bad.
some camarones.
I feel like that's the kind of thing we're gonna be dealing with here. So I'm gonna get some bowls.
Do it.
How many people we have eaten? 3.
Oh, I'm definitely in.
All right.
Kevin, you joining us?
No.
Melissa?
No, thank you.
Stacy?
Why the hell not?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
See, I told you guys I could
it's
provide
gonna be
a
a
good
three-way.
guest.
Mr. Lewis. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bust these
Don't
up.
break the bowl, Kevin will lose his shit.
Kevin will not lose his shit.
On the mic, just for effect.
Corey, do you want to be the first one to give it a sniff?
Yeah.
Oh, I can already smell it.
Whoa, that's kind of
Wow.
slightly rank.
Oh, you want to sniff, Stacy? Eh?
Oh, fuck.
That's
Melissa, go ahead and give it
No,
a smell.
I smelled them in the package. I don't
Give it a smell. Zach?
it's kind of pungent.
It smells like fucking cat food. It smells like cat food, brah.
Smells like muff. No, I'm kidding.
What kind of muff?
Fucking, you're.
Oh, is that the
it's a
joke?
weird
Like
muff.
pussy or?
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
Zach's mom. Here, there's one for you, Corey. Hey, put that up closer. There we go.
God, I wish I was
There
quicker
it
on the
is.
draw with that shit.
All right, so the call here.
Oh,
is
dude,
eat
the smell's fucking killing me, man.
It's eat the entire thing, right?
Well, you can first take a bite and reflect if you'd like to do it that way. Oh, I don't even like touching these. I'm gonna give Zach a nice, juicy, big one
It's
there.
like a. It's
Promise?
Like I gave your mom.
It's like a meaty chip.
Oh, man, these are definitely going to the fucking trash as soon as I'm done with them.
Should we pull the shells off?
I don't think so.
I've eaten shrimp shell before. It's not bad for you.
What do you guys think? I think you just, first of all, everybody has to start with the head.
Dude. The
Come
goddamn
on.
eyeballs, that's the worst.
The eyeballs are so gross. Like,
I'm
I know, that's why I don't want to eat
I'm gonna
them.
treat it like regular shrimp. I'm not gonna eat the tail.
by the way, make sure you mic that.
But I'm just gonna go for it.
All right, Corey, let's have Corey
God,
go
it
first.
smells like a Petco.
All right. Melissa, you ready?
All right, Corey's gonna go ahead and dive in.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Oof. Ah, ooh, wow, he did the whole thing, man. Chewing, analyzing.
That's interesting.
Corey looks very deep and thought.
Does it taste like cock? It tastes like cock, doesn't it?
I
You would
wouldn't
know.
He hasn't met Johnny Depp yet.
That's that's chewy.
It's
I was-
chewy?
I
I would
was-
expect it to be really crispy.
I was expecting it to be crunchy.
Did it break into a lot of parts?
No, it's like all one thing there.
Is it anything
You
like
know,
the
now that I'm
cricket?
like squeezing it, it is. Oh God!
What
the
is
fuck
your
that?
palate sensing at this juncture?
It's
Corey?
really salty.
Well, that's better than nothing.
You're not gonna eat the tail?
No, it's a tail.
You don't eat the tails on
Maybe you finish it off though, just for.
No,
All right. Well, to each
That's-
his own.
that's
Who wants to go next?
that's different.
I don't even like real shrimp.
I'll go next. If it makes you feel better.
All right, make sure your mic is.
Yeah. Fuck.
Good.
I was hoping you'd be like, no, I'm gonna do it. Fuck.
It definitely has
All
a
right.
shrimpy taste, but I mean, of course it does.
Yeah, keep in mind, Zach, I did get tased and you did not. So
Did you eat the crickets?
no.
Are you eating these?
No.
You're jacking off, man.
I'll eat one of those if you get tased tonight. Just keep it in mind.
it's
You
so-
never
it's
eat
so
these
fast.
goddamn shrimp. That's what that means.
It's
All
so
right.
fast.
Okay.
It's not.
I gotta admit,
not bad.
they look fucking disgusting.
They look and smell terrible.
They like the appearance is absolutely.
Just, I was
Are
really
you gonna
expecting
eat
it
the
to be
damn
crunchy
shrimp, or
like
are
the
you just
crickets.
gonna look it in the eye?
We guys all agree that this is by far the most gross looking
Sounds
food
like-
we've had in here so far.
There's a blowjob
I
joke
don't
in there
know.
somewhere.
That pork skin was
That pork
pretty.
skin.
The
It looked like
brine,
tentacles.
the brine was pretty bad,
The crickets didn't look that bad.
especially because Corey's was chunky.
If you can get over the fact that they're crickets, it's okay. All right, fuck.
You,
I'm gonna
you
do
did
this.
give
All right,
me,
man.
you did
Here we
give me
go.
chunky pork brine.
Ready? All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it.
Fuck! All right. Oh, hold on.
Chew it in the mic.
It's chewy, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
It's chewy like a traditional shrimp would be. It is a crustacean after all.
Yeah.
Shrimp is not naturally chewy. You can cut through shrimp like butter.
Describe it, man. What does it taste like?
It's actually not bad.
Really?
It's
Just
kinda
the fact that I was looking at it, eyes and all.
The eyes are in your mouth.
What is the flavor like though?
It's kind of salty.
But what else? Does it taste seafoody?
Yeah.
Is there
It's
a
like
fishy
shrimpy.
taste?
Yeah, seafoody.
Shrimpy and salty.
So kind of like a
I don't know if I can explain it.
like an
any better than
anchovy
that.
fillet, or like, is there anything you can compare it to?
It's not quite as salty as anchovies. No.
Okay.
Honestly, if there weren't eyes on it, I think I wouldn't mind as much.
It just looks so creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also the fact
I think so too. I think I would be more
crunchy.
open to try it if it wasn't for the.
If it looked like a shrimp except dried out, yeah, fuck,
Yeah.
I'd try it.
Dude, from the look of them, I agree with Corey. I was expecting them to like dissolve into powder as soon as you guys fucking bit
No,
it.
they're
Like
actually
the
really
crickets.
crunchy. The meat's still in there. You can squeeze them and feel it.
Really?
It's like dried meat, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It's meaty.
It's like
It's
jerky,
meaty. It's beefy.
Yeah, there you go. It's like jerky.
shrimp jerky.
I almost forgot that we still
With a
have
crunchy guy.
a third contestant.
Why is
here.
there like a fucking sword on this thing? What is that?
Damn.
That one was a fighter.
He did not go
That-
quietly into the night.
it's a sword
That
shrimp.
one got all the ladies.
Yeah. Are you gonna actually do it?
I guess.
All right, when you take a bite, just lean in right there so we can make sure and hear it. Just so... Ooh.
It's a good crunch.
Oh, that one had some fight left in it.
Yeah, it did.
It's because it was a sword shrimp.
The elusive sword shrimp.
Imagine this is what cat food tastes like.
Does it taste anything like a penis?
I gotta admit,
I was gonna ask Corey, but I figured he'd
you,
lie.
Zach. How dare you have a better joke than me?
I can say it does not.
Okay.
How about a round of applause for our guest for first chick ever to do Bizarre
Hey,
Foods?
hey.
There it is.
Now you gotta get Melissa to do
Excellent
it.
job, thank you. You're a
First
great
chick to be
sport.
ballsy.
What do you think?
I'm pretty ballsy.
Oh, gross!
Guessed, I mean.
Oh
Guessed,
no,
I
it doesn't
mean.
count if you didn't finish it. She spit it out. Everybody who's listening.
Everybody knows you gotta swallow on the show.
That's right.
She partook of the taste.
Yeah.
She did. And I applaud.
She tried.
And I'm gonna take all the remnants and put it in a bag and take it out to the garbage.
Get
Along
rid
with
of
the
the
fucking
shits.
pork
No.
rinds that are still in your goddamn fridge.
No, because those are a staple. Those are a decoration. I will leave them in there. It's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a reminder. I still have some chilies left too, if you wanted those. Like,
You should drop you should drop everything in the pork skin like thing and leave it in there. And be like, this is all the weird shit we've eaten.
oh, just mix everything together,
Yeah.
and, dude, into a big cocktail.
Yeah.
Would you do it? Would you eat that? I mean, eventually,
If I had to do, yeah, probably.
I'll put a chili in there.
Just everything
I'll put
we've
some
eaten. The worst part would be
crickets.
it's chili.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
if,
think so?
if you had all four on one fork, like a skewer or something, and you were like, "Yeah, do all four," I'd be like, "Yeah."
I think
I've
girls
already
would
done
actually
it.
All for what?
If you had crickets, like a cricket, a chili, a pork skin, and one of those shrimp, all on like a skewer, and you had
Like
to
a
eat all of
kebab?
them at the same time, yeah,
That
you
would
do
kinda-
it
I think the spicy might knock out all the other flavors.
exactly. 2 minutes in,
That'd
you
be,
wouldn't fucking
that'd be a
taste
very
anything
interesting
anyway.
flavor combination right there.
I gotta
Or
say,
just
y'all's
and then you
just
just
think of
dunk it
blah.
all in pork
y'all's
brine.
reaction to this particular food was, I mean, much more favorable than the pork skin thing. Y'all seem to
Pork
hate that
skin.
the most.
It was like rubbery. That was a disgusting texture.
All
You know,
right,
if you-
spots.
If you had some kind of, I mean, it's gonna
You
sound
guys can
stupid,
stack those balls. I'll take care of them later.
like shrimp
No
is, but I
worries.
really think if you cut off the eyes and stuff, cut off the head, and you had some kind of dipping sauce, you could actually serve that somewhere.
Wait, the shrimp?
Yeah.
Is the shrimp better than the crickets?
Yes, just because you could actually taste the meat.
So, of
I don't
every
know if that was a good thing though.
Nothing like
tasting-
meat.
I don't know if tasting the meat was a good thing.
you didn't like the drumsticks on the crickets?
Yeah, they're okay. I finished the box. I always like the crickets more.
That's a good point. You did.
Yeah.
Would you like to finish the shrimp?
No, we should take the shrimp to Applebee's and offer them to the waiter.
It's a tip?
Tell him he can dip it in sweet and spicy sauce.
That sweet and spicy sauce is great.
It's pretty good. Although I'm thinking about getting mild tonight. Anyway,
I might
way
get
off
both.
Topic. Really?
I'm a Renaissance man.
True man's man, yeah.
I'm a virtuoso when it comes to Applebee's dining.
A virtuoso.
I don't even know if that applies, but whatever. We're going to move on now because I totally somehow, Zach mentioned to me during the break that I totally glossed over the fact that our guest, Stacy, mentioned that the third input was a great alternative to the period scenario, so that means that you are experienced in the anal
backdoor
persuasion.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you done it with multiple dudes?
Yeah.
Is it something that you hate, or is it something that, something that you do just to, please the dude, or is it something that you actually think is not that bad?
More so to please the guy.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 22.
How long was the first time you ever did that?
When I was 18.
Was it with a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this the one that with the 6-month thing?
Yes, actually.
Okay, so that's how you were inundated.
Initiated.
Into the... Okay. And what about the second time?
Well, the first time was my idea, and it was for that reason,
Just for excitement?
Yeah.
Spice it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Sure.
I recommend lots and lots of lube.
Anything bad happen?
No.
No? No mud or anything?
No horror stories.
Nothing gross? What about the odor? Was there ever a smell?
I mean, just shower after.
Did he say something ever about a smell?
What guy is going to say something?
Exactly.
Well, it depends on how comfortable you are. Can we call the guy real quick and we'll ask him? No, I'm just kidding. So the second time, how did that happen? If that was your one serious boyfriend scenario, was it just kind of a spontaneous thing?
I'm just a giver.
I see.
So, it's like, hey, let's try this. And I was like, fuck
That's
yeah.
lady.
I thought
So-
that would make you...
Was it a random guy?
No, it's always been, boyfriends of at least a couple months, I guess.
Okay. I understand that. I've heard chicks say that before, I'm a giver. Does that mean you like giving BJs to...
I'll do them, but I don't enjoy them.
Oh, okay. See, that's a
I
rare
don't think-
breed.
I don't-
Girls
I don't enjoy giving blowjobs either.
No
Kevin.
one really enjoys having a
Yeah.
dick down their throat. Let's
Yeah,
be
no,
honest.
I don't think most women enjoy it. I mean, I'm sure there's a handful of women in the world that do, but
I almost want to say there's more dudes that like eating snaps
maybe
than there
there's a
are the
mouthful of
chicks that
women.
like
Yeah.
eating dick. Why is that?
that's
I
true.
agree.
I would
God damn it,
entirely
completely
agree with
just sailed over
that.
the top of everybody.
Which
Except
I-
Stacy.
I feel like
We'll hear what you said and we're listening back and laugh.
I know, dude. I do that every time. I'm sorry.
I have no fucking clue what you just said.
I'm visualizing the concept.
catch it
And for some
later.
reason, me
I
eating-
will, you're right.
On paper, eating pussy sounds more gross than eating dick, doesn't that?
Yes.
No.
It just seems more bizarre.
No, because you don't wipe when you piss. You don't.
We don't have to.
Well, yeah, what are you talking about? What does that have to do with anything?
Except it's still there.
Not really.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
Nah.
it's nasty.
That's your imagination.
That's what the
Yeah,
boxes
you're
are
totally
for.
imagining that.
It's not that. Just imagine having an 8-inch cock down your throat. It's not very pleasant.
Assuming one of us has an 8-inch cock.
I don't like eating kebabs with my frenulum. So,
For the record, an 8-inch cock, that's not average. That's a large cock. That's like Lexington Steel.
Large for you,
that's
maybe.
an exaggeration, but
That's average for me.
it's average for Zach's mom. Alright, I'm sorry I've been heavy on the mom jokes this week. It's good
I just,
check that
every
out.
time you make a joke, I'm like, fuck, I need to come up with a good old-fashioned 6th grade comeback.
Gotcha. Well, thank you.
That's your level of humor. That's
Asshole.
mom jokes.
You're right, and you know what? I'm not going to stop
Your
doing
mom's
it.
like a vacuum, Kevin. She gets turned on, sucks, and laid in the closet.
God, Zach always has these jokes, these hacky jokes that always still make me laugh for some reason. All right, so let's focus more, while we're on the guest thing a little bit. Yeah, you had some other thing or whatever. Didn't you talk about like a three-way or something?
No, when we were talking about our craziest drunken nights, one night, I guess I may or may not have slept with 2 different guys in the same night.
Wait, what are the circumstances? This was like a house party or?
No, it was just an average night on 6th Street.
Oh, in Austin?
Yeah.
Austin.
Okay. You used to live there?
Austin.
Yeah, that's where I went to school. I went to UT, so
Gotcha.
4 years of debauchery.
Okay. So you're on 6th Street, and how does this scenario play out?
That's the difference between you and I.
Well, the first guy was actually pre-gaming, if you will. I had actually met him another night, and so we kind of, friends with benefits, if you will. And so he came over, we did our thing, and then I went
You mean
out.
you banged?
Yeah, we fucked.
Were you drunk?
No, sober. The
Oh,
first
okay.
time we were drunk, like this time, because it became a regular thing. So, pre-gamed with this guy. Then we went out.
Wait, condom?
No.
Did he pull out?
Good question.
Yes.
Okay.
And
I was going to
wait,
ask about how the second guy felt about sloppy seconds. But
wait, he pulled out?
Yeah.
What did he do with the sauce?
Actually, I don't remember.
threw
It just
across the
disappeared?
room, that's what he did.
Just out the window on
Yeah.
the
Blasted
tree.
in the corner of the
Gotcha.
room.
Well, if it was Corey, he would have just blasted it in his own face. Just
One night of good
kidding.
aim.
Come on. We're all friends here. Continue.
So then we go out. I don't remember if there was an occasion or anything, but I just get really, really drunk. It's like 4 in the morning.
Wait. You said you banged this first guy earlier in the day?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically
Pre-game.
you didn't bang two people in the same day, but in the same 24-hour period,
Oh,
right?
it was like at like 10, and then I go out. So
That's
it's like
6
6
hours.
hours.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
That's
like if
pretty
you can
slow.
beat
One
that,
night.
let me
Pretty
know.
She's heating up the oven.
That's pretty close proximity. All right.
So, my
Gaming.
roommates my senior year were Indian, and me and this other guy were like the only white people there, so we had a connection.
Right.
And-
Okay, so yeah. This is a dude you also knew previous.
No, this was a completely new guy.
Gotcha.
And so we're all really, really drunk, and like everyone's like pushing us to like hook up, and so if there's pressure, it's gonna happen. Like 4 a.m., I have to have my roommate drive us home because we're both completely wasted, and yeah, fucked again. Fuck this guy.
You said, and yeah, fucked again. You just glossed over everything that we need to hear. How did this end up happening?
It's pretty easy. You just if you ask a guy if you want to have sex with him.
So what? Did you go to like your place or
So
something?
you were the instigator of this.
I usually am, yeah. And we went back
How'd
to
you
my
instigate
place.
it? Vocally, or did it like instigate physically?
Actually,
I mean,
funny
you reach over and like grab a
story.
guy's junk or something. I mean, then the game is on. But I mean, if this was like a preconceived like negotiation, you're like, okay, look, what's the score here? Oh, how's this gonna end? Yeah, I've never had
What's
like
the score?
I've never had a verbal negotiation for banging. Well, I don't know. Okay, continue. I'm sidetracked here.
Dick.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we were both really hungry because we were drunk and it was 4 a.m. So like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm so hungry.
Nothing happened.
Oh, Jack's
You
face fucking lit
you
up.
said we were both really hungry. Me and Kevin both
Yes. I can't say anything. This is too easy.
It's more funny seeing the look on your face.
I wish it had happened like that. So like, so what should we do? And I was like, well, I have pizza pock. No,
Hot
pock. No, bagel bites. I had bagel bites back at my apartment. And he was like, okay, works for me. So I lured him over.
For the record, when you're really drunk and hungry, bagel bites are not enough for sustenance. Now,
well, it was food that I had at my apartment. It's like, oh,
The
let's
food
go to
you don't have to
Chili's.
pay for.
In the 90s, people said
Freezer
come over
food.
for coffee.
right.
Now it's come over for bagel bites.
It's college kids.
That would
today.
get me over, yeah.
So I lured him over with the bagel bites. They just fell by the wayside.
Did you say I lured him over with the bagel bites?
Yes.
Nice. You're an evil temptress. Okay, continue.
So they stayed in the freezer. We just went back to my room and then went at it.
Cool.
Pretty simple as
I
that.
promised bagel bites, but pussy instead?
Yeah.
I'd probably go for that.
That's probably not a fair alternative.
No.
How often do you get bagel bites, really?
I would say I eat bagel bites more often than I eat pussy.
Would you really? Dude,
Bagel
I can't
bites are
remember the last time I
delicious.
had bagel bites, yeah.
But the worst part of the story is
Nobody's lining up at Berkshire's for pussy. Well, I mean, to eat it. Never mind. Nobody's lining up for
If
bagel
it was
bites.
an option,
The worst part of the story is what?
so I probably don't go to bed until like 6 a.m. and my parents are coming in town the next morning for a football game. A 10 a.m. football game in the baking sun. I'm hungover, right? They come over. It's like my room probably smells like sex. There's probably broken condom everywhere, condom wrapper.
Broken condom.
Broken. That sounds like a bummer.
Yeah.
There's a
that's,
broken
that's
condom
a bad
coming night?
situation.
I don't know, probably.
Damn.
That's happened to you guys,
Risky.
right?
Nope.
Did you ever blow a load so hard you break the condom?
I don't think so. That sounds cool, though. I definitely finished one where a condom and pulled out and realized that the condom had been destroyed, and I was like, oh,
That's really happened to you?
it definitely happened to me.
That's never happened to me.
Really?
That's just a matter of buying the right size, man.
Never happened to me either.
Huh? Yeah, that's definitely happened to me.
Jesus, that sucks.
Yeah, it
I'm
sucks.
sorry, I'm totally glossing over your story.
Nothing bad ever happened.
Jesus.
I think she pretty much summed up that story pretty
I
well. I
did.
think we
Moral
get
of
the
the story is
gist.
extra small is hard to find.
My one night stand, I had to get up at.
You only had one night stand?
Well, I technically had two, but the second one.
Was it an older guy?
Yes.
I don't know how old he was.
That's a yes.
Whenever Melissa starts a story like this, I picture like Chris Christopherson or something. Like
Chris Christopherson.
Why don't you take a seat?
Yeah.
Anyway, I had to get up at like, what,
Morning.
7 in the morning to go have breakfast or brunch with my parents and my sister. I'd been up till like 5 in the morning, and I'm like, you have to leave. You have to go now.
It's just like a
Until 5 in the
classic.
morning.
It's a classic
Fucking.
Hollywood scenario, right after like a one-night stand or something like that. Some strange. It's like, oh, I have to go meet my parents.
It's true.
feel like that
Get the
always
fuck out of my
happens.
house.
Yeah.
I had a pretty
Yeah.
good one of those once.
Did you really?
Yeah, this girl that I was kind of, I didn't really date, but we were banging for a while.
Yeah.
And I went over to her house because she was house sitting for her uncle, and it was a nuts
Best
night.
situation right
Dude,
there.
this is one of those nights where I was drinking straight booze, and I never do that, dude. As you guys know, I'm not a booze drinker, dude. So like, I got way fucked up, and we ended up banging all night. And the next day, she's like shoving me and like waking me up, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what
She's
is
saying,
this?
wake up,
She's
wake
like,
up.
my
You
uncle's
pissed in the bed.
downstairs.
Oh,
You fucking asshole! Eat my dick. God, what a torpedo my story. Zach the Youngblood Lewis, everyone.
yeah, thank you.
Anyways, she was
What?
waking me up saying, like, my uncle's downstairs, like, right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, how do I get out of here?
The window.
That's like a horrible situation. The window would have been a good idea, but I got dressed as much as I could. And my best plan was, I said, you could just go down and distract him and, like, say hello and everything. Because we're in, like, the master bedroom. Also a retarded idea. I don't know why that happened. And, like, I'll sneak
Really?
out the front door.
Yeah.
And I'm probably such a fucking idiot. Because she's distracting, and I'm, like, totally sneaking down, like, really quiet down the front staircase. And I totally do it silently and, like, get the door open and move out. And for some reason after that, my first instinct in my head was, like, run. So I just took off running. It got, like, as far as I could and called, like, 30 minutes later. I was like, will you please come pick me up? I'm lost in this fucking neighborhood.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure I looked really cool, though, to any neighbors who haven't been watching. Like, some guys, like, sneaking out their front door and just took off running.
I did have to sneak somebody out of my parents' house once.
Out the window?
Well, out the front door. Because you can't, there was no way to get out of my parents' house. from
Was
the
it Chris
second floor.
Christopherson?
Is it really sneaking out?
No,
No,
it's
out the
the-
front door.
No, it was
I
the
think
guy I
it
hit
is,
with my
yeah.
car.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do at my parents'
Oh my
house.
god, that guy's in every story.
Before or after car?
We're gonna get that guy on the show.
Before.
Before.
Yeah, my parents were supposed to be staying the night at Stacy's parents' house because they were supposed to be drinking all night and they were gonna just stay the night there. So I'm thinking, yeah, it's a good night to have my boyfriend over. And then we're upstairs watching TV or whatever, and all of a sudden at like 9:30, my parents show back up at the house. I'm like, fuck, because he's not supposed to be
That's what it
there.
does.
Well, yeah.
And so I had to make up an excuse to sneak him out of the house at like 4:00 in the morning.
What was the excuse?
That I went to IHOP for breakfast before I had to go to work at 6.
That's actually not bad. So
Yeah,
it worked
it's
out?
believable.
Yeah, I buy it.
Yeah, but damn, it was like the most terrifying night of my life because my dad has this weird sleepwalking habit of coming upstairs
Oh.
to.
But if you
To
get caught
open
banging,
sleep-
if you get caught banging by a sleepwalker, did you really get caught?
But no, I don't.
Yeah.
I never banged this guy.
The guy you hit with your car?
Yeah, nope.
Jeez, no wonder he was so angry.
Yeah.
But no, my dad had this weird habit of like coming upstairs and checking on me to make sure I was still there. But he never remember. But he never remembers doing it.
That's odd.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I was like, oh God, please don't let this be one of those nights.
Kevin, did you ever date a girl who was on birth control and actually skipped her periods regularly? Because I personally think it's a terrible fucking idea.
Yeah, definitely.
You agree?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know that it's a terrible idea, but yeah, definitely dated chicks who did that for sure.
Do you think that's a good idea?
I don't know how it works. Remember, like I told you, this is like
I feel like
totally
that's a
foreign
bad
territory.
idea simply
Yeah.
because a period.
'Cause
can
it's
be a
so
great way to tell
unnatural.
if you're not pregnant.
That kind of brings us
True.
to another topic.
And it's
kind
like,
of-
why would you want to?
So if you miss it, you're missing that golden indicator. That can
Yeah, that's like
possibly
every
vindicate
episode of
you.
I didn't know I was pregnant. It was like, oh, I'm on birth control. I don't have my periods. Something like
You're
that.
right.
It's like, why would you do that?
It
to
is a
yourself?
great natural calling card to let you know.
Even though I'm on,
something's
even
going
though
wrong.
I'm on birth control, I'll always take that week
Right.
because I don't ever want to run that. No.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It sucks. I understand that, but at the same time, it's like a peace of mind. I mean, come on, you can't beat that for 3 weeks.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be fucking
Kinda wanna
tortured
know
during
to be
that
clear.
time.
Exactly.
It kind of brings us back to a subject that we had on the list that we've kind of glossed over at this point, but preferred method of birth control.
Well, obviously
the
nobody
pill
here
for
likes
anybody. I would think
condoms.
everybody agrees with that, right?
Well, I don't actually.
Nobody likes condoms.
I don't actually use a pill. I have the little squishy ring thing.
What, the Nuva ring?
Yeah.
Oh.
Best decision I ever made in my whole life.
Huh?
Because there's no way you can skip a pill.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
happen.
True. You're actually the first person I ever have met, I think, that did that.
3 years.
Nuva ring. Nice.
Awesome.
Zach, what's your girlfriend's thing? Pill?
Birth control.
Yeah. Standard.
Yeah.
Everyday
Can't go
pill
wrong,
kind of
man.
thing. Did she ever do the skip
Well, you
the
can
period
go
thing?
wrong. You can go really wrong, but
She didn't do the skip the period thing?
no.
No.
She thought about it for a while, but I basically approached her with that. Be like, why would you want to do that?
Gotcha.
Because if you skip one and then, like, you know, you're throwing up 3 weeks later, it's like, well, you could have known, but...
True.
I mean, I guess at that point it's a little too late to, you know, make any changes. But regardless, you know...
The skipping the period, I mean, the missing your period is a great indicator, like, now it's time to shit my pants. I mean, you know, you need...
Exactly.
Look, on that note, we are just barely at an hour this week, and I'm going to call it just a little bit early because
come on,
I'm
we have
so
one more
fucking
topic.
tired.
We have one more topic that we need to get to this week.
No, I'm not getting to another topic.
I
No way.
disagree. I feel like we're good for the week.
I
Stacey, you didn't weigh in on it.
What?
What do you like for birth control? In fact, in those stories, you said, did you go sleeveless?
Yeah.
Nice. And what about the second guy? What did he do with the sauce?
Swallowed.
Wait, whoa! I was like, wait, did you just...
You.
That guy's a champ!
Oh, yeah.
Cool. I like that. I wish I would have asked that when it was happening. Now it lacks punch. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Do you skip your period?
Oh, fuck no.
Good answer.
Although sometimes I do lose pills, so I was randomly like, oh, I'm gonna take this, and then I drop it and find it in my bag 3 weeks later. So.
Oops. Nice. That added responsibility makes the pill so great.
Indeed. You're not wrong, Zach.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I'm not
Well,
wrong.
We're going to go ahead and call it this week. I'm your host,
My
Kevin
fucking
Ebeling,
phrase.
along with Mr. Corey Vandersleen,
Yay!
Zach Lewis,
Thanks a lot, guys.
our producer,
Have a good night, guys. Melissa Galbraith, sorry.
and our guest, Stacy.
See ya.
Thank you for listening. We will see you guys next week on the Stats Pro Show.